Plaintiff Smitty Smith says he was playing with the defendant's dog and the pooch bit off his pinky. That was a doggone bummer. But then it happened again on his other hand. He's suing for $4,800 in medical bills. Defendant Sean Marcantino says he specifically told the plaintiff not to mess around with his dog, but he didn't listen either time.
You go by the name of Smitty, they call you? Okay, Smitty. And you are suing Sean for medical bills due to being bitten by his dog.
Correct. And I went over to his house, playing with his dog, and then his dog bit my finger.
Roughly.
And I haven't had it amputated.
Tell the story. I want to hear this.
You're told not to play with it or feed it.
I want to hear the story from your point of view. You went over to his house and he has a dog. What happened?
Well, Your Honor, we went over for a cookout. He was having a cookout. We were having beer and chicken, so...
Beer and chicken. Very nice.
The dog was eating, and I reached down, and it bit my finger, and I had to have it amputated.
Rushed to the hospital?
Yeah.
And what happened?
We're at the barbecue, he's eating, and he says, "Can I feed the dog?" And I said, "Just leave the dog be." You know what I mean? Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Well, he goes over to the grill, grabs something off the grill, goes down, starts feeding, gets down on his knee. He's poking and prodding at the dog, trying to play with it, feed it chicken. And I said, "Stop, dude." Didn't listen to me at all. Next thing you know, he's screaming. He doesn't come to work the next 2 days. He's all hurt.
What were you doing to the dog that caused the dog to bite your finger? Because there were other people there that probably left with 10 fingers.
I mean, I like animals myself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't particularly like you.
No, they must not.
What happened to the second hand?
Second hand, I got bit. You
When?
know.
2 days later?
Yeah, 2 days later, I went back over, and it bit my finger off. And
Wait, did you? Okay. Wow. Which hand?
Oh, well, they're both gone.
They're both gone.
Yeah.
What? Were these separate meals or just?
Separate. Like 2 days later, I went back over and...
You're telling me you went over to his house, you played with his dog. For some reason, the dog bit your pinky.
Right.
That's not funny. It had to be amputated. And 2 days later, you went back for
Yes.
more?
Yes.
And he bit the other finger?
Yes.
What were you thinking?
Comes back over to see his son that day, show us he got it bandaged up. I said, "Just keep your distance, you know what I mean? Stay away from the dog." No. And he's over there playing with, trying to pull the chicken out of the dog's mouth. "It's fine, it's fine." I said, you gotta be, are you wrecked? What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? He's like, it's nuts. He's like Rain Man, but worse. He's like Thunderstorm. I don't know what the hell to do. So he comes screaming, got me again. It's all infected. It's like bit. So a couple of days later, boom, goes the other one.
Your finger was amputated that day, that first day?
Well, yeah, after I shut it in the door,
What?
upon leaving the house.
Okay, day one, you're over there playing with the dog.
Fool.
The dog bites your finger.
Yeah.
Ow, you're screaming, you're yelling, it's bleeding. You ran out of the house and now you got the finger stuck in the door?
Yeah.
Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. I only had
He's a
two...
drunk, Jerry.
I only had 2 beers.
Okay, so what happened? So how did you get your finger
damn drunk.
that was bitten by the dog stuck in the door?
It's like when I closed it, it's when it caught
was
inside the
dangling.
door.
Why didn't you shut the door with your other hand that wasn't bleeding and losing fingers?
I don't know.
Yeah, you win some and lose some, huh, bud?
Guess so.
No, he's only losing some. He's not winning anything.
That dog's a
let's see
saint.
the
That dog would
Let's
never
see
bit
this
no
dog.
one.
The dog never bit anybody.
Nope.
Yikes, look at those teeth.
Yeah, beauty. Told 300 times not to touch that dog when he's eating. He had to throw chicken gizzards in his hands.
What
You
happened?
didn't tell me it was that bad.
Well, I said don't mess with dogs. Territorial, Italian hunting dog.
So you went back 2 days later?
Yeah.
His son lives with me. Come over to
Yeah,
see his
my
son.
Okay,
son.
so you were told, don't play with the dog, and you didn't listen.
He didn't say that, Your Honor.
Sir, I brought a witness.
Who?
Okay, who's your witness? Bring your witness in. Who's the witness?
Tell this man what's really going on.
You look just, that's your dad?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Adam.
Adam, and
Yeah.
that's your dad. You look just like him.
I was there for the second one after the cookout, and he I heard Sean many a times tell him, hey, leave my dog alone, you know. You just got bit 2 days ago. He's down on the ground, and then next thing you know it, the dog bites his other finger off.
So it's hard to dispute that, right? You were told by him, don't play with the dog. I mean, you've got to admit, that's crazy. I could see once it happened, you should have listened to him, terrible thing happened, we're so sorry it happened. But to go back 2 days later with the same dog, you still got your Band-Aid on what used to be your pinky. You play with the dog again, and he bites the other. I mean, how many fingers, what do you have, 8 fingers left?
8.
How many times you going to visit him?
No more, I hope.
Unfortunately, Judge, my dog passed away last year.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, probably from the blood of this crazy, crazy drunk. He probably got all drunk and fell.
So when you go to parties now, people say, hey, give me 4.
Yeah.
Okay, you have doctor bills?
Yes.
Obviously, there's an expense, I get it. And you're suing for $4,800. In Pennsylvania, which is where you're from, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
In Pennsylvania, they have strict liability relating to dog bites. The owner of a dog that bites and injures a person is strictly liable for the damage. However, there is a defense to the law of strict liability. And the defense is provocation is a defense, and also a warning is a defense. So the provocation was you playing with the dog while the dog was eating. He's very protective, you were told, about his dish. So playing with the dog's going to snap. That's, you know, what dogs do. And you also, not only were you provoking the dog, particularly the second time, knowing how the dog reacts, but you also were warned. And your own son confirms the warning. I dismiss the case. Good luck to you.
I got the victorious win here because of his ignorance and inability to listen to anything.
I don't have no pinkies, but I want to give you a thumbs up.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have 2 options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.